EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. The Broncos at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And this one is right through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never give those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. A run once more with Hampton. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within the division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
18 Cardinal.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Finding room at midfield. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Evan Ingram, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
We can look at this Bronco defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Herbert off of play action. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
12 more yards there and another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Short throw to Disley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Coach is always hard finding the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Herbert now. And he is caught. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
And they'll get to
goes well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator showing about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Setting up a screen for Harvey. Fights through and now a crease. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, Shaq. Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
70 Lions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, we can repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got his target, Harris. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on them, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Set.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Sanders fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Hampton will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. He'll be hit down at the 43, 5 yards on the play. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And caught up. They are picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there. Someone always trying to...
The ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So after that sequence... If we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Intended for Marvin
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, first and 10 at the 11. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's second and 8. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
The Broncos will line up for the...
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points.
That makes the score Broncos 21, Chargers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
And I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Out of the gun, Herbert. Battled by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll bring him back within 4. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football. And now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's Herbert. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. for it with Hampton. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down, Chargers.
Set.
Boston, the man in motion left.
Set.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Los Angeles.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Touchdown, LA! Calvin Austin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Broncos 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Second and 10.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Check 12.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down.
70 Lions. Let's go.
Now back to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now it's Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
Set.
The Chargers will line up for the
Lion lock.
two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone, so the lead stretches from 9 up to 11.
Broncos 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Let's go now. Hurt. Like it, 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A shotgun snapper to give to Dobbins. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll swing this out to Harvey. And a stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Path to 60. Path to 60.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Cowboy 80. Dash, go now.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll set up a throw. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go. Take go.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. Got a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Play action. It's Herbert. To the right side, he finds his receiver, Harris. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Los Angeles.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. 20! And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Led McConkey. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
For the Chargers.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That'll be complete to Harvey. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw again. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And he'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
That's another Denver Broncos.
They'll drop the throw. He gets that one complete to Wicks. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll look to throw again. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
At the Broncos' 42-yard line.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. They shakes him off.
And that, what a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
First down, Chargers.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the